Good morning, Aries. Happy Monday. I'm Kat, and this is Tarot with Kat, and this is going to be your weekly tarot reading for the week of December 8th through the 15th. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit subscribe. My first 500 get a free membership. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps me out and helps out my channel, so thanks a lot. So, astrologically speaking, before we lay down our spread here, December 11th, we've got the full moon in Gemini. So that will be like on Wednesday, yeah? Or thereabouts, 8, 9, 10, 11, Thursday. Conversations are going to peak. Revelations are going to be coming to the surface. Dual perspectives are going to need to be integrated. This also December 11th, Mercury is returning to Sagittarius, which means that there's going to be expansive thinking, blunt honesty, and adventurous communication. And then on December 15th, right at the end of the week, right mid-month, we have Mars entering Capricorn, which means energy is going to start to turn serious and focused on long-term goals. So the overall theme is that there's going to be a bridge between our inspiration and structure. So what is spoken now must be acted upon with discipline, is the message for the week. So for you, Aries in particular, your words ignite action this week. Speak boldly and then channel that fire into disciplined progress is your goal for the week. Now let's see what the tarot cards have to say. This is the reading for Aries for the week of December 8th through the 15th. So I am going to be I'm going back to our Smith-Waite tarot deck, which is Pamela Smith's original Rider-Waite, but I like that it has her name on it. And frankly, the cards are just in better shape than my 30-year-old traditional Rider-Waite is a little worse for the wear. So anyway, I'm using this deck, and I put all the links to all my decks. In fact, I did a really fun video about all my different decks, my big deck collection. And I'll link it at the end of this video if you stick around. It was kind of fun. It's very, very tongue-in-cheek. Anyway, Aries, this week you are coming up as the Six of Swords. You are being crossed as your challenge obstacle awareness by this Queen of Swords. Down below you in your subconscious tool shed, you are bringing the Chariot. Stepping out of your immediate past, the Star. Then crowning you here in your ideal, a Four of Pentacles. Then heading into the immediate future, December 15th, more swords, this Five of Swords. And then you and your environment this week, Aries, are feeling a Six of Pentacles. That's lovely. Your environment around you is giving you this lovely Two of Cups. Your hopes and fears sector has a Three of Wands. And final potential outcome this week, Aries, a Two of Swords, a choice to be made. Interesting. All right, we're going to pull one more card, and I've switched now from my holographic to the Arcanum. I love the Arcanum. It's got, it explains the reversals really well. Again, I recommend this to people who want to learn the tarot and want to learn how to do reversals and stuff. This is a really good deck. So check out my big deck video at the end of this video and hang around and you'll enjoy it. So we're going to leave this card right here and read it either upright or reversed. And that will give us final clarification or confirmation on this whole reading here at the end, okay? If at any point you think you have a guess at what it is or know what it is, please drop that in the comment section below. All right, so you this week, Aries, are coming out as this Six of Swords. So you're coming across, and I'm trying to show these close up to the camera because not all of my readings am I going to do all the editing and put the cards up on every card. That became too time consuming. I'll do that when we open our member section and we do more in-depth readings. Anyway, the Six of Swords is lots of water. It's being ferried across to safety. It's being brought back into balance after. Where did you have the Five of? You're heading into the Five of Swords, okay, in your immediate future in mid-December, which is predictable with the communication. Swords are words, communication, thoughts, ideas. So you are the Six of Swords. So you are the person who's getting through all that. That's your purpose this week, is to be ferried across, and you've got people with you. Remember, you've got people in this picture. You got a child, you got this other ferryman. So there's people with you helping you through these challenging times and communications, and you're making it across to the other side and past the troubles. You're being crossed by, as your challenge obstacle awareness, this again, swords, queen of swords. So this is so important. Once again, swords are about clear communication. They're also honesty, truth are swords. And so queens are also the court cards in charge of healing the past. They're backward looking. And I mean, they've reached that point. So they're very much in charge. They're in charge of their thoughts, ideas, reason, logic. They value that. So I think that's what you need to be. This is why this is your challenge. You need to channel this Queen of Swords energy, valuing truth, honesty, logic, and healing the things as you heal the things of the past that are going to be coming up this week. All right. So you bring it with you, this gorgeous seventh major arcana, the Chariot. So you're a 6, you're bringing a 7, which means this 5 is no big deal that you're going to be stepping through. But here's another 6 here. I'm just paying attention to our progression, and you got a couple of 2s here, starting out on a new. Okay, kind of thinking to myself, thinking out there for a minute about what I see going on, numerologically speaking. So you've got the 7. You got the 7 of the 7th major arcana, the Chariot, below you as part of you that you're bringing, which is the ability to balance the yin and the yang, the left and the right, the good and the bad. And, you know, it's interesting because I said at the beginning this, bringing dual perspectives together, integrating dual perspectives, that's the Chariot. It's very much an energetic thing. It's very much an energy thing, and how energy currents and stuff continue going through by balancing those energies to move forward is the Chariot. And you're bringing that energy with you, which is awesome. That's in your subconscious tool shed there. You're stepping out of in your immediate past, the Star, another major arcana. It's wishes being granted. It's our 17th major arcana. So she's reaching the end of the Fool's journey, but it's still night, and the moon is coming up too. But she just has faith and hope, and she's keeping balance. She's just like the Chariot, she's pouring the water from the mountain into the valley, and keeping that temperance, basically keeping the faith, keeping the flow, even though maybe there's no evidence yet. It's also a card of wishes being granted. So I feel like in your recent past, Aries, you've had either you've had some wishes that you feel like wishes are being granted, or you've been stepping out of this star energy where you've just had to have this faith. You've had to keep the faith and not give up hope. And that's this card also. Just trying to keep up hope and keep pressing forward, I feel, with the Chariot beneath you. So then in your crown this week, Aries, is the Four of Pentacles. And that's interesting that it's up here in your crown, So it's your ideal. It's like where you want your thoughts, what your ideal thinking, what's important for you up here to know right now. And so a Four of Pentacles in the crown. It's got this guy who's here holding on to his coins. And he's being very, I think it's a card of stinginess. I think this is warning with this in your crown. Now, you're being very generous this week in your environment. Okay. So often I would say this is a card of being warned about not being stingy, but I don't think so in this case because it's in your crown and what's going on with the other cards this week. I think for you, this is actually a cautionary tale. You're going to start having some money flowing in, and just be careful. Just be a little bit guarded. Don't stay stuck there. This is a good card you have. So we're going to get down here to you and your environment in a minute, but it's a very stable card, but you don't want to stay stuck at a 4. And to reap real rewards and real harvest and you have to give. You have to reach the 6, which is what you're doing, but it can also be cautionary to be careful, to not be just, manic with how you give your money out, be mindful so that it's making a difference and it's actually causing good and not harm. So I'm feeling like this, because of the other stuff you have going on this week and these choices you're making, it's cautioning you to be a little bit guarded with your money. A little bit. Just this week. You're going to be stepping into this Five of Swords situation. So this is fives are off balance, off putting their and the swords again are arguments. To me, this is it's a card of an argument. Nobody really won. Everybody walks away dissatisfied. Nobody understood each other's point of view. If you look at the card, like the other guys like walking away. They're not really defeated. They're probably going to go back and get more buddies of theirs and plan how to come back and kick their butt. I mean, it's not a great ending, this Five of Swords. And so I feel like mid-December with things coming out that there's a danger of that happening. And I think it's always wise to set your intention, first of all, when you're going into situations. Take the time to set your intention ahead of time, and that helps things from devolving. And also, silence, learning. I'm working on that one, learning how to be silent and just be silent. Sometimes that really helps and defeat the five. Oh, you and your environment, Aries, are feeling the Six of Pentacles, which is gorgeous. It's a very good card. It's a card of coming back into balance after the off-putting fives. And being flush enough that you're able to give back and give to those around you. And that's the point, that's the tipping point. That is the energetic tipping point of starting to realize abundance, is when you're well enough that you don't have to clutch your coins and you can give back like this. And then that just starts it flowing. It just opens the fire hose and starts it really flowing. And so you around you in your environment this week have a beautiful Two of Cups, which is new friendships, connections, relationships, and not, it's all kinds of new partnerships. Could be work partnerships going on in your environment this week. In your hopes and fears section, and I believe it's a hope, is this beautiful Three of Wands. You want to change. You want a lifestyle change. You want to. Threes are always change, and he's looking out. Wands are passion and fire, and they're all about following your passions and your desires. And I feel like you've been through stuff in your life, and now with the star you're wishing upon, I really feel like you're trying to manifest something new and different. And so you're hoping for a change, maybe even a change, travel or a change of environment. He's looking out across. He's like, what's my next venture? You're thinking and looking on. You want something new and different in your life, probably career-wise, but it could also be in terms of your living situation. And then final potential outcome is this Two of Swords, which is always, it's a choice, it's a fork in the road, it's a decision to be made. She's blindfolded, so it could be an indicator of not being certain of what choice to make, in which case it's almost always the advice to listen to your heart and your intuition and trust your gut. And look for the signs around you. Look for the synchronicities and signs around you that kind of point and nudge you in the right direction. Wow. So I wonder what our clarification card here could be. And we're going to read it in whatever position it comes up regarding this reading. So let us find out what it is. So we have emptiness. Emptiness. So what this is, it is the reversed, it's the Ace of Cups reversed. That's interesting. Ace of Cups reversed, which means emptiness. Emotions arise, but you may be suppressing them. Are you struggling to open your heart? It means coldness, numb, and rejection. The Ace of Cups reversed. Coldness, numbness, and rejection. So if you're somebody who has, because things are going to be coming up this week, like I said, and you're in these situations and you've got new friendship. But if you're somebody who's been raised with the that's your that's how you've been taught to deal with emotions in your family maybe is by turning off, shutting off, becoming numb, or not dealing with it. It's perhaps a way of not dealing with your emotions that maybe is not serving you, I think might be the warning for Aries from this Ace of Cups reversed. So again, please check out my video, my short, it's only 2 minutes long. It's a short big deck video. Check that out. And yeah, you'll learn more about this deck and the rest. And thank you for being here. I hope to see you next week, Aries. Have a blessed week.